Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. I'm so excited about today's video because we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to transition my garden over to its winter display. I have so many things lined up, so many things in store for this season over here on Garden Queen. And while we are late into getting into the holiday spirit, all for good reasons, it doesn't matter because you guys, I treat the decor in my winter garden is going to push me all the way through the winter season. What I want to do first is I want to address the hydrangea that's leaning over like it's the Leaning Tower. You know what, let me show you guys the hydrangea real quick. We're going to dig in. We're going to repot this hydrangea because right now it's leaning. Now you may not be able to see how bad it's leaning right now, but if I move to the side, you guys, this hydrangea should be more back here. So I am going to go ahead, we're going to repot the hydrangea. Once we repot this, then we'll move on to the next step. And yes, it is taking a risk. So everything is standing up now, but you guys, look what I did. See that? I actually nipped some of this trying to get it loose. So hopefully that'll heal over. I did not have to go in all the way and lift this out like I thought I was going to. Once we released everything on that back side, we were able to shift it and get it where we need it to be. So now let's go ahead. We'll pop some Biotone in. We'll pop in some Pro Mix, because that's all that I have on hand. Now that we have the hydrangea all fixed, it's in its place. Now, keep in mind, I am taking a risk by going in and repotting a hydrangea so late into the season. But, you guys, I haven't totally lost it. Even though it's in the 50s and 60s, it's a couple of insurance plans that I have in place. Now, the containers that they are in are frost resistant or freeze resistant. I can't remember, but because of the material that they do have an extra bit of padding on there. And then you guys, once we go in and we do the next step, we're all going to have that aha moment. I'm going to go ahead and give these hydrangeas a very good drink of water. Now, I continue to water my hydrangeas literally until they are frozen in their pot. And insulation, we're not letting them dry out. Now, here in the Midwest, we do have a lot of humidity, but we also have a lot of heavy wind, you guys. So it does take a little bit more extra care when you do have hydrangeas in containers, but the show is going to be amazing.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I want to hang out with my friends and family.
So it's the next morning. It's a beautiful December day. It actually feels like springtime. I kid you not. I'm probably overdressed. It was very foggy this morning when I got up, dropped my son off at school, headed to Lowe's to pick up a few things, and then I came back here. So let's go ahead and let's fill up these boxes with winter greens. I have 5 hydrangeas already filled up with winter greens. I have one more that I need to get done. Last summer, almost spring, we replaced this Hydrangea Standard in the heat of the summer. Here she is right now. I do have to go in and I am going to top her off with a little more soil because there is about this much of a difference between the reservoir here to the top of it. Now, I was going to go in and mass underplant these last season, but I decided not to do it. You know, sometimes you can just have so many plans just done and in your mind, but you get behind, and so I just said, you know what, forget it, we'll just go ahead and forfeit it for this season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and just top this off with just some soil, give it another drink of water, and then we'll start stuffing the greens for this one as well. I need to do in order to keep my winter greens fresh. The first thing is you want to make sure that you continue to water your winter greens. Like if they're not in a container that already has like a living specimen. So since we have this Hydrangea Standard, it's already a living specimen in there. So once I water my Hydrangea Standard, then the evergreens will also continue to take up the water. I'll also be going in and giving these evergreens a mist because we do have a few days next week that's going to be in the 60s and the 70s in December. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to mist the foliage of them. But the most important thing that I could do to help these girls out is use an anti-transpirant. So something like Wilt Proof or Wilt Stop. I have them both in my container arsenal for my wintertime containers. So I'm going to run in and get one of those real quick, whichever one that I have in the sunroom, and then I'm going to come back out and then I'll go ahead and spray these girls up. All of the 6 standard hydrangeas in this area have been dressed for the winter time, and I like to call it they have their skirts on. So now that the Hydrangea Standards in this area have their skirts on, the only thing I have left to do in here is just to critique a few things, and I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. Go ahead and remove the fall remnants from this area. Now we planted up these containers in the late summer, early fall. For early fall containers, they have done their duty. So I'm going to just go ahead and clean these out real quick and then get these out of the way. And then this area is already infested for the winter time.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this.
I am going to link the video to show you guys how to save money on your evergreens, and that way you can have a beautiful show, especially if you're planting up more than 1 or 2 containers at your entry door. You guys, if you're like me, because I know I like to just go above and beyond, you have to find ways to save money, or at least I try to find ways to save money. Also, you guys, I am going to be making a post over on the community page. We're going to try to get our first Q&A video out for the channel, but hold on, let me run and go and get the gift that we're going to be giving for the question and answer. Hold on, you guys. Ooh, look at this, honey. Yes, honey. So this is the gift that we will be giving away. Our question is picked. You will be put into a pool that, and this is only for YouTube. We're not doing this on Instagram. We are not, and let me say this again. we are not doing this giveaway on Instagram. So if they're not following, if the Instagram community is not following over here on YouTube, they cannot be entered into this giveaway. So it makes it more special for a lot of you all that follow me on YouTube and do not follow me on Instagram, because Instagram is not everybody's cup of tea. And I get it, I completely understand. But this way, what it's going to do is it's going to make it more special for our YouTube community here. So I'm going to put a picture up over on the community page. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to use the alert for this video right here, letting you guys know that it's a new video up. So, had to let the sirens go by, but what we're going to do is I'm going to use the picture for the alert for this video, and I am going to say, you guys, new video up, but also go up underneath that post and post your questions that you might have. If your question is selected, then you'll be entered into the monthly giveaway. And you guys, if you are a lover of flowers as I am, you are not going to want to miss what is in this box. It's small, but it is definitely action-packed. So you guys, head on over to the community page if you have any questions, and it doesn't necessarily have to pertain to this video. So if you've been part of my viewership for some time and you have a question that you want to know about me or about my gardening, whatever the question is, go ahead, put it over on my YouTube page, or even if you just want to make a comment about the channel, whatever, go over there and put it in the Q&A section up underneath this video, you guys. If your name is selected, and this is only for YouTube, because there have to be some things that are sacred to our YouTube page, because I feel like we vibe a lot. I feel like we have a good time. So if you guys, so go over, head on over there, write your question down, and if your name is selected, you'll be entered into a drawing, and one of you guys that had a question that was answered or a comment that was answered on our Q&A segment will be entered in for this prize. So we're going to give the giveaway away once a month, and that's just for the Q&A for right now, since it's a new segment that we're going to be starting over here on Garden Queen. I'm also going to link the video showing you guys how to save money for your winter containers. All right, you guys, so it's been real. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.